Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Steve with Real Progressives, and I want to take a pause today from speaking about the deep wickedness that's within our political system and just reach out to you all and thank each and every one of you for being a part of Real Progressives, being a part of what it is that we've done throughout the various campaigns. And throughout our lives, each and every one of you that has participated in our live streams and sharing our posts and working with us and encouraging us through inboxes and wonderful fan mail and, commenting in the threads and throwing up the hearts. This has been a tremendously exhausting journey for all of us. And, one of the things that makes this wonderful is the spirit of community that we've developed with each of you. I'm hoping that the year 2017 is a wonderful one for all of us. We've got a lot of work to do. We've got a lot to roll up our sleeves and get done. Nothing that's going to be easy, unfortunately, in this life or as Real Progressives. We've experienced a tremendous amount of upheaval ourselves. And we'll continue to experience that, I'm sure, in the future. But for our team, this message is to you as well. I want to say thank you for all the hard work. Thank you for the long hours. Thank you for being dedicated. Thank you for having a positive attitude and fighting through the negativity. Thank you so much for doing the small things, uploading videos, finding content, scheduling, going to different events, covering them live. Thank you very much for encouraging me when I've been down. Thank you so much for encouraging one another and being each other's support. I want to thank everybody for making Real Progressives something more than just a Facebook page, something that we can all look to and expect great things from. Over the next year, I'm expecting that Real Progressives will take, many of the donations. You guys have been given a lot of donations, and I want to tell you thank you so much for all of them. As we begin to roll out the legal portion of this, we've got to file the articles of incorporation. We've got to set up the web store, and we've got to set up each of the various channels of business that we'll be doing. It takes an awful lot. It takes more than just being an activist to make this stuff happen, unfortunately. It takes a lot of know-how, business know-how. It takes a lot of willingness to, not just, think about what you want, but more importantly, what has to happen to make what you want come true. And that requires processes. Like business processes, folks. You realize this is not like, just, hey, let's go out there and do something fun. We're talking about actually taking information from a subject matter expert that wants to create an activist situation. They want to do a march, or taking an activist in, say, education or something like that, that wants to in turn create a video, direct video to support that initiative. All these things require processes across the team, and it requires people that are willing to work as a team and willing to take instruction and willing to follow the lead as well as give lead. It's got to be a two-way street. But there is a hierarchy, there is structure, and it has to be there to make it what we want it to be, to be able to elevate it to that next level. And so for all the people that have stuck through this, continue to stick through this, continue to fight through the difficult times, I want to thank each and every one of you. And for those who are no longer with us, I want to thank you all for the time that you put in, for the efforts you gave. Your friendship, regardless of the tough times, means the world to me. I care very much for you. I care very much for your families. I really, really do hope that we're able to make everyone happy and satisfied long term. I know that this is, this is a representation of the movement itself. This is a representation of your efforts as well. Your help in terms of supporting us is all one big thing. It's not like separate things. Without your support, there is no this. You see what I'm saying? You guys are the straw that stirs the drink. And, this is a special shout out directly to my family. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, kids, for putting up with me, putting so many hours into this. I want to thank you all for making the sacrifice because you believe in what we're doing as well. And, some of our team, I want to do my best to rattle through here. And people that you've probably never heard of, or maybe you have heard of and you didn't realize you had heard them. But starting at the top, I want to thank Jabari Morris. Jabari has been a friend of mine for a very long time. Jabari is a very, very good and loyal soldier in this revolution. I want to thank Jeremy Wilburn, who has been around forever, who is a wonderful writer. I want to thank Laurel Avery, who writes for us. I want to thank Kimberly Lowe, who is our education pillar lead. I want to thank Curtis C., who was our media pillar lead. I want to thank Tatsu Aikita, who is our technical lead. I want to thank every single one of our team members. We have so many people on this team. It's like trying to rattle it off on the top of my head. It's just unbelievable. I want to thank Sam Levy of Deficit Owls, who has joined up to help us out. I want to thank Ellis Winningham for helping out. I want to thank my good friend Barry Kramer, who does all the Night Owl work for uploading our live streams to YouTube. Barry has been a huge helper. I want to thank Kia Love, who has been tireless in her efforts in terms of seeking out videos to run in conjunction with our content. So many of the things that we get, so many of the things that you all see that are viral come directly from Kia. Kia has been an amazing asset to me. She's been like a lieutenant for a long, long time, and she has been a tremendous friend as well. I want to thank Jackie Lukman, who put her heart and soul into so many things throughout the past year. She has been a tremendous asset. She allowed us to go places that we couldn't go otherwise. I want to thank Kendall Sen Sullivan for all of his efforts. I'm sure many of you all have seen Kendall's live streams. He has been a tremendous asset. I want to thank Nino Torres. Nino was with us. We met her at the People's Convention. Nino was a fantastic member of this team. She provided a lot of insight, a lot of really, really sharp, business-minded, structured approaches to things. I want to thank Katie Miller, who many of you all saw her video on Utah and Moab and the poverty and the distinct income inequality, as well as, oh my God, the list just keeps going on. I want to thank George Massey, who came in for a couple months and assisted us in trying to put together a media department. I want to thank Blair Erickson, who was our original creative lead, who put together the new logo that you see, not the old logo. The old logo looks like this. The new logo is the one that you see on the page, and Blair was instrumental in working with that, with Mindy Donham, who is our graphics person. And Mindy is a tremendously loyal and wonderful friend. She's done so much work on the back end, you don't even realize how much work she's done. We have Sandy. I have already talked about Sandy. Sandy has been a tremendous help. Sandy was in control of our human resources. Sandy also live streamed about the environment. Sandy was the bubbly one that brought all sorts of joy to the table. She put a lot of heart and soul into this thing. I was sorry to see Sandy go, but Sandy, good luck. And you'll always be my friend. You'll always be a part of Real Progressives, and you'll always have a home here if you ever decide to come back. The list is so long, and I'm swearing to God, I'm sure I'm going to miss somebody. And I'm really, really hoping that if I forget somebody, that nobody takes it personally, because I am literally doing this off the top of my head. Let's see here. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. God, I know I'm going to miss somebody. Well, bottom line is there's a ton of people, and to everybody that I did miss, believe me when I say this, it wasn't intentional. It's called a brain fart. But I want to thank you all, everybody, from the bottom of my heart for all the efforts that you've put in. there is no real progressives without progressives. And there is no real progressives without the help and support of those who pitched in. Oh, how can I forget Pete Perry? Thank you, Pete Perry, for your help and your efforts, in putting together the March, Take Back Democracy March. I want to thank Garland Nixon for live streaming with us. I want to thank, Nino's husband, who actually did the setup for our meeting in D.C., and I want to thank my dear friend Claudia Stauber, who has been kind of 1 foot in with Real Progressives and another foot in over there at Cabin Talk. But Claudia has been a huge help to me in terms of letting me know what's going on. And then, of course, all the friends and all the different pages that we support and they support us. This is a real community effort. So with that, I guarantee you I missed at least 50 people, and I hope nobody actually gets upset with me. But the bottom line is that you all make this wonderful place the place that it is. And I want to thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. And I hope for good things to come in the future. With that, oh, God, how could I forget this? Thank you to Billy French. Billy French is the one that put together the website, and he is one that has done a lot of our back office systems. He's helped out immensely and has been a good friend and a friend of the movement. Again, you know what? I'm going to go back further even. I'm going to go way back to the beginning. Thank you to Bruce Patrick, my buddy Gerg Annabelle Christel, my buddy Ryan Sherman, all of which, Lisa Heenan, even Lynn Mack back in the beginning. We've had some tremendous people on this team. You know, people come, people go, but Real Progressives always stays the course. So with that, Merry Christmas to you all. Ellis and I were going to do a live stream Christmas night, but we both agreed that we were going to go ahead and push it to Monday. We're going to take the day off. So with that, have a wonderful day. Kiss your kids, love your families, rest up. We got a big year in 2017 to fight. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.